Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. And once again, I welcome you. There is going to be a new series of videos on IELTS listening. So I welcome you to that actually. Well guys, all my students who follow my videos, I'm really thankful to you, and those who request me to make videos on special topics like listening, reading, writing, I always try to act upon your request, right? That's what I usually say. Your request is my command and I do that, okay? Now, I'm going to start this series. It is about IELTS listening. In this series, I'm going to teach you IELTS listening from the very basic level, okay? So just get ready for that. Now, have you noticed one thing? Whenever they start any IELTS audio, in the beginning, they play the audio and that audio tells you what type of audio or what type of conversation you are going to listen. Okay, so I'm just going to play some conversations. You have to listen to these conversations and then see in this conversation what do they talk about. Let's start with the first conversation. Just listen to that and then you're going to decide what do they talk about it in this audio.
You will hear a telephone conversation between a man and his daughter Susie about a birthday party they need to organize.
See that? This conversation is about organizing a party, right? So they might talk about total number of guests, and Susie will organize invitations and all that stuff. So from the title of the audio, you can make up your mind that I'm going to come across a situation where there's going to be a conversation about a party and so on. Let's go on. Let's listen to this second introduction of the audio.
You will hear a woman speaking on the radio about buying presents for people of different ages.
Alright, yes, exactly. It is about buying presents. So in this audio, you can come across certain situations or you can come across a conversation where the speakers are going to discuss the type of gifts. So what type of gift does the speaker recommend for a child's birthday? This is what they are going to discuss in this conversation. Let's go on. Please listen to this third conversation and then tell me what this audio or this, let's listen to this introduction of the conversation and that can help you understand the situation. Let's start.
You will hear two biology students explaining their research ideas to their university lecturer.
Exactly. So this is about discussing an assignment. So there are the students and they are discussing the assignment actually, right? And the students chose this topic because then there are certain reasons and because of that they chose this topic. Let's go on with audio 4.
You will hear an ecology student giving a presentation about a recent field trip to Canada.
Yeah. This is about describing a research project. So this audio or this conversation is going to be about describing a research project. The aim is to assess the impact of loss of habitat on native animals, and the methods are calculate the current numbers of native animal species, study their movement by attaching. So this is how you can always understand what the conversation is about and you can dive deeper into the audio. Let's go on. Okay guys, now this time we are going to practice listening for alphabet. Okay, this is what we call listening for alphabet. I'm going to play a short audio. You are going to write down the alphabet. In IELTS listening section 1, there is always one question which is about alphabet. So you are going to listen to the alphabet and you are going to write it down, and let me tell you, all these exercises, just do it with a pen and paper. There should be a notebook and a pen in your hand because you got to jot these things down. Do not watch this video without participating practically. You should have a pen and paper, right? So I play these audios. There are 5 parts to it and you got to write all the alphabet down and at the end you can check your answers. Okay, good.
1.
I'm not sure, but I think it starts with an F.
2.
No, I'm pretty sure it's double L.
3.
Is that M for Mary?
4.
Sorry, was that last letter a T or a C?
5.
Do you know if it's spelt with a CH or SH?
Alright guys, now let's go on. So in this part of video, I'm going to tell you further how to find the words from the audio and how to write them down. Okay, so there are several ways to help you spell a word. I mean, at times they spell the word and you got to write it as it is. Now, I'm going to play 5 conversations along with the question, and you got to listen to the conversation and you got to write the name, address, website address, meet at the dash hotel, the name of the hotel, and registration number. These type of questions are always there in section 1, the first 5 questions. So I play the audio and questions are on your screen. Write your answers down on your notebook. Okay?
1.
And can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Andrew Brown.
Is that spelt the same as the colour?
Yes, but with an E at the end. 2.
And what's your address, in case we need to post any information out to you?
Oh, OK. I live at 63 Beaton Road. That's B-E-E-T-O-N.
Sorry, was that last letter N or M?
N for November. 3.
Do you have a website I can go to?
Yes. Just go to www.kickers.com.
Is that Kickers?
That's right. All one word and all lowercase.
4.
Where shall we meet then? Somewhere in the city?
That's a good idea. What about at that hotel on the corner of Queen Street and Mary Street? What's it called?
Oh, it's the Rose Hotel, like the flower.
Yes, that's the one. I'll see you there at 7.
5.
Right. And can I get your car registration number?
Uh-huh.
Have you got a normal one, or is it one of those specially made ones that's a word or a name?
No, I haven't got the money for a personalised plate. It's just 3 letters and 3 numbers. It's HLP 528.
Alright guys, now I'm going to play this audio once again and I'm going to show you some incomplete sentences which you are going to complete. So for example, in conversation 1, is that dash color? Now in the audio they will tell you something, they will say the words and you got to write the exact words over here. Then in B, but, yes, but, and then whatever comes. So listen through this audio again and complete these blanks. Again, you should have a notebook to write your answers down.
1.
And can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Andrew Brown.
Is that spelt the same as the colour?
Yes, but with an E at the end. 2.
And what's your address, in case we need to post any information out to you?
Oh, OK. I live at 63 Beaton Road. That's B-E-E-T-O-N.
Sorry, was that last letter N or M?
N for November. 3.
Do you have a website I can go to?
Yes. Just go to www.kickers.com.
Is that Kickers?
That's right. All one word and all lowercase.
4.
Where shall we meet then? Somewhere in the city?
That's a good idea. What about at that hotel on the corner of Queen Street and Mary Street? What's it called?
Oh, it's the Rose Hotel, like the flower.
Yes, that's the one. I'll see you there at 7.
5.
Right. And can I get your car registration number?
Uh-huh.
Have you got a normal one, or is it one of those specially made ones that's a word or a name?
No, I haven't got the money for a personalised plate. It's just 3 letters and 3 numbers. It's HLP 528.
Well guys, now we are going to learn how to write numbers. Okay, numbers are also very important in IELTS listening section 1. There is always a number. It can be the flight number, it can be the mobile number, it can be the house number or any other number or a registration number. So you must know how to write the number. Now, I'm going to play the audio once again, and on your notebook, you got to write down these numbers. There are 10 different numbers. So you got to write them down, and at the end, you can check your answers as well.
A,
Third,
B,
$10.50.
C,
Sixth,
D,
70.
E,
19,
F,
15,
G,
62,
H,
£110,
I,
31st,
J,
27th.
Now let's go on. This time you're going to listen and complete the information. There are some questions and you got to listen to the audio and find the answers from the audio. For example, question number 1 is, how much does the woman pay for her room? Now you got to see how much does she pay for her room. I mean, they can talk about other rooms, they can talk about 2-3 prices, but you need to identify the right answer from some other information, which is what I call noise. Noise means the trap, the wrong information that comes along right information. Then the question is, new students need to bring dash dollars. Now they might tell you about old students, they might tell you about their regular students, but your question is about new students. So new students need to bring dash dollar. It means its amount. Then they say garage width dash meter and height dash meter. Now it means your answer is going to be a number because it is the width and height of the garage or garage, that's what they say. So you got to just listen to the audio and you have to see, I mean, specifically about garage, right? And then you got to see what is the height of it and what is the width of it. Okay, next. How much does the woman pay for the bus ticket? There are 3 options. Now a woman is there is a conversation and there are 3 options, $25, $55 and $75. They will try to trap you for the wrong answer as well, but you have to listen to the right answer and find the right answer. Okay, that's it. Now I play the audio and you got to solve these 4 questions. There's a 5th one as well. Party date. Now party date means the answer is going to be a date, so you got to write down the date over here. Clear? Now listen to the audio, questions are on your screen and write the answers down on your notebook, and you must comment this video and tell me if you like the way I'm doing listening with you.
Recording 6. 1. I hope you've enjoyed your stay with us.
Yes, it was lovely. But I had to pay £95, which seems a bit expensive. Last time I stayed here, I only paid £80.
Yes, I'm sorry, madam. We had to increase our prices considerably this year. But that is actually a discounted price, as you're a regular guest. It would normally be £105.
Oh.
2.
Now, on Thursday, there will be a special class, which will be given by a wonderful local artist. As this isn't included in your fees, you will need to pay for this on the day. We've kept the costs low. It's only $10 for our regular students here. If you want to bring along anyone else who hasn't studied with us before, the cost for them is $15. We charge them an extra $5 for the use of equipment, which old students have already paid for.
3. Can you tell me how big the garage is? I just want to make sure our cars will fit.
Let me have a look. How big are your cars?
Mine's about 1.5 metres wide, and my wife's is almost the same.
I don't think it's wide enough, I'm afraid. It says here that it's 3.5 metres across, and you need at least a metre between the cars to be able to open the doors.
You're right. What about the height? Mine's a van I use for work, and I carry a lot of equipment on top.
Let me see. It's 2.5 metres. Would that be tall enough?
Not for my big ladders, no. I'd like 3 metres at least. 4.
I'm thinking of taking my children to the Gold Coast in the holidays. Can you tell me how much it would cost on the bus? I don't want to drive all that way.
Right. You'd qualify for a family ticket, which is the cheapest way to do it. It'll be $55 altogether. Normally, a child's fare is $25 and an adult is $45.
Oh, that's a good deal.
5.
I'm trying to organise a party, and I wondered if your hotel had a room we could use.
We do have several function rooms. What date did you have in mind for the party? I'll just warn you, we're already fully booked for most of June. The first available date I have is the 14th of July.
Oh, that's not a problem. It's for my dad's birthday, which isn't until the 1st of August.
That's a Tuesday.
Yes. So I'd like to hold it at the end of July, on the Saturday before.
So that's the 29th?
Yes, that's right.
Alright guys, let's go on. This time we've got the multiple choice, and there are extracts, and we've got 3 options, A, B or C. I'm going to play the audio and you got to find that. Anyways, I just read the questions for you. You can see the questions on your screen. Number 1 is, the survey found that the majority of students drink. Majority, most of, 70% of the students, a large number of students. They can use any other word, and in IELTS listening and IELTS reading, always look for synonyms or synonymous phrases. So for that, water, coffee, tea, but you got to see the survey found that the majority of students drink, and whatever they drink, that will be your answer. What point does the speaker make about skiing? Now speaker will talk about skiing, and you got to see what point does he make. There are 4 options. You can read that. A small percentage of the US is suitable for skiing. Small percentage, US suitable skiing. B, surprisingly large number of Americans like skiing. Large number of Americans like skiing. And C is, relatively small proportion of Americans have tried skiing. Small proportion, and they're talking about Americans, it's understood. Small proportion tried skiing. Now you can listen to the audio and then you can decide which option is the correct one. Next we have, the number of wild elephants in Africa is estimated to be at least. Now there are 3 options. 53,000, 470,000 and 690,000. Now listen to the audio carefully and then see actually the number of wild elephants in Africa. Now with Africa, they can tell you all over the world there are 690,000 wild elephants. Now that is not your answer, because your answer is only about Africa. Then they might say in India only there are 53,000 wild animals or wild elephants. Okay, so you got to just listen carefully and decide. Your question is about the number of wild elephants in Africa. Okay, let's go on. According to the speaker, which two can weigh the same? Which two things can weigh the same? Tongue of blue whale and an elephant. Tongue of blue whale and an elephant. Elephant and blue whale. Bus and elephant. Now you got to see the weight. I mean, tongue of blue whale and elephant, they have the same weight, or elephant and blue whale, they have the same weight, or bus and elephant, they have the same weight. Now I play the audio. You can listen to the audio and answer all these questions.
1. We had a good response to our survey, and we found that while 80% of our students drink coffee, only 15% drink tea, with the rest preferring water.
2.
Over 800,000 people in the U.S. are estimated to have tried skiing. This may seem a large number, but it represents just over 0.26% of the total population of 300 million. So, per capita, it is surprisingly small.
3.
It's estimated that India is home to between 38,000 and 53,000 wild elephants, while Africa has between 470,000 and 690,000. Exact figures are difficult to determine.
4.
An elephant can weigh between 2.5 and 5 tons. This is comparable to the tongue of the blue whale, which alone can weigh 2.7 tons. In fact, a blue whale can weigh 15 times more than an elephant and can grow to about 10 times the size of a standard bus.
Welcome back, guys. So this was a little video about listening. I'll make more videos if you comment. If you request me to make more videos, if you want me to make more videos on listening like that, the basic level videos, definitely I'll come up with more stuff for you, because this is just an experiment, and these days I'm doing many experiments on IELTS. So if you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I run another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best from Lahore, Pakistan. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.